Attention doesn't build attraction, it quietly destroys it. That's the part no one tells you, especially when you're the one who gave everything, showed up every day, replied instantly, and still ended up being ignored like you never mattered. You thought consistency would make her feel secure. You believed effort would make you irreplaceable. But the more you gave, the less she felt. And the moment she pulled away, you panicked, thinking you were losing her. You weren't losing her. You were losing yourself. Because attraction was never about how much you showed up. It was about how much space you allowed her to feel your absence. Silence, the thing you feared most, was the very thing creating tension, curiosity, and emotional pull. While you were trying to keep her, you removed every reason for her to chase you. You answered every question before it could even form. You filled every silence she needed to feel. And that's where everything flipped. Not when you stopped caring, but when you finally understood that silence isn't rejection. It's power, used correctly, fully. The mistake most men make is so subtle, they don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. You think attraction grows through effort, so you invest more. You text more, explain more, show more, give more. You believe that if she just sees how consistent you are, how genuine you are, she'll naturally choose you. But what you're actually doing is removing the very thing that creates desire. You make yourself completely available. Every message gets an instant reply. Every moment of silence gets filled. Every bit of uncertainty gets resolved before she even has time to feel it. And slowly, without warning, something inside her shifts. The excitement fades. The curiosity disappears. The emotional tension that once made you interesting becomes predictable, flat, and easy to ignore. You start noticing it, but by then, you're already deeper in. So you double down. You try harder. You send longer messages, explain yourself, ask what's wrong. And that's where the damage becomes irreversible. Because now, you're not just available, you're seeking reassurance. And the moment she feels that shift, attraction begins to collapse. What you thought would bring her closer is exactly what pushed her away. Not because you weren't enough, but because you made everything too certain. Attraction doesn't grow in certainty. It grows in space, in questions, in moments where she has to wonder about you. You didn't fail by not doing enough. You failed by never giving her the chance to feel your absence. Silence isn't just an action. It's a psychological trigger wired deep into the human brain. The moment you disappear, something begins to happen beneath the surface. Something most people can't consciously control, because the mind is not designed to handle uncertainty, it's designed to resolve it. When everything is predictable, the brain relaxes. It stops paying attention. But when something is missing, when a pattern breaks, when a response doesn't come, the brain shifts into focus. It starts asking questions. What changed? Why is he different? Did I lose him? And those questions don't fade. They multiply. This is where silence becomes powerful. Not because you're ignoring her, but because you're interrupting the emotional loop she was comfortable in. Every interaction creates a pattern. You text, she replies. You show up, she expects you. But the moment that pattern breaks, her mind is forced to fill in the gap. And the more space you leave, the more her imagination takes over. There are 3 reasons silence works so deeply, and most men never understand even the first. The brain craves closure, but silence denies it. Instead of giving answers, it creates tension. Instead of resolving emotion, it amplifies it. And that tension is what transforms simple interest into something far more intense. Because people don't chase what they already have. They chase what feels uncertain, what feels like it's slipping away. The possibility of loss is far more powerful than the comfort of presence. When you are always there, you become expected. When you step back, you become questioned. And in that space, something shifts. You are no longer just someone she talks to. You become something she thinks about, replays, and tries to understand. Silence creates that imbalance. It pulls her out of emotional control and places you in it. Not through force, not through manipulation, but through absence. And once you understand that, you stop fearing silence. You start using it with intention. The first shift happens quietly, almost invisibly. But it's the one that changes everything. The moment you introduce silence, you introduce uncertainty. And uncertainty is something the mind cannot sit with for long. It needs answers. It needs closure. But when you don't provide it, something else takes over. She starts thinking. Not casually, not once, but repeatedly. Her mind goes back to your last conversation, analyzing small details that never mattered before. The tone of your message, the timing, the way you ended things. She begins searching for meaning in places where there was none, trying to understand what changed. Then a deeper question forms. Was it something she did? This is where emotional instability begins, because now it's no longer about you, it's about her value. When someone you expect to be consistent suddenly becomes distant, the brain doesn't assume randomness, it assumes significance, and that significance often turns inward. She starts questioning herself. Did she say too much? Not enough? Was she too available? Too distant? The silence you created becomes a mirror, forcing her to confront possibilities she never had to consider before. And the more time passes, the stronger this loop becomes. The brain keeps trying to close the gap, but without new information, it can't. So it creates its own answers. Assumptions replace reality. Imagination replaces certainty. And in that process, emotional tension builds. What was once simple and relaxed now feels unresolved and important. You are no longer just present in her life. You are present in her mind. This is how obsession begins. Not through constant attention, but through unanswered questions. Because when the brain cannot close a loop, it doesn't let go. It holds on tighter, replaying, revisiting, trying to solve what feels incomplete. And all of it started the moment you stopped giving her immediate access to you. The second shift is less emotional and more perceptual, but it's just as powerful. The moment you stop being constantly available, your value begins to change in her eyes. Not because you said anything different, not because you proved anything new, but because your absence forces a new interpretation of who you are. When you were always there, always replying, always initiating, your presence felt guaranteed. And anything that feels guaranteed slowly loses its perceived value. It becomes familiar, expected, and eventually taken for granted. Not intentionally, but naturally. The human mind doesn't chase what it already has secured. But the moment that certainty disappears, the perception shifts. Now there's a question where there used to be an answer. Now there's space where there used to be access. And in that space, your value begins to rise. Scarcity changes everything. When something is no longer easily available, it feels more important, more rare, more worth understanding. Your silence creates that scarcity, but more importantly, it signals something deeper. It signals that your life does not revolve around her. Without saying a word, you communicate confidence. You show independence. You remove the need for validation, and those signals are felt far more than anything you could ever explain through words. She starts to see you differently. Not as someone trying to win her over, but as someone who chooses when to engage. That shift alone changes the entire dynamic, because now, instead of you seeking her attention, she begins to wonder if she still has yours. This is no longer about tactics. It's about identity. You become the man who is not controlled by constant communication, not driven by fear of losing someone. And that version of you naturally holds more value, without needing to prove it. The third shift is the most powerful because it taps into something deeper than attraction. It taps into fear, not surface-level fear, but the kind that creates urgency, the kind that forces action. Because when silence stretches long enough, it no longer feels like distance. It feels like loss. And the human mind is wired to react more intensely to loss than to gain. When you were present, she could take her time. There was no pressure, no urgency, no reason to act quickly. You were there, predictable, consistent, available. But the moment that disappears, the emotional stakes change. Now, there's something at risk. She starts to feel it in subtle ways at first. A slight tension when she checks her phone and sees nothing. A quiet thought that asks why you haven't reached out. Then it builds. That tension turns into anxiety. That question turns into urgency. Because what once felt secure now feels uncertain, and uncertainty combined with potential loss creates emotional intensity. She doesn't just wonder anymore. She feels the possibility of you slipping away, and that feeling triggers something instinctive, the desire to regain control, to restore what feels like it's being lost. This is where she begins to reach out, not because you chased, but because your silence created a gap she now feels compelled to close. Silence creates the illusion that you're already gone, and once that illusion forms, her behavior changes. Because now, it's no longer about attraction alone. It's about not losing something that once felt within reach. That's the shift most men never see coming, yet it's the one that changes everything. At this point, everything changes, but not in the way most men expect. Because silence is not something you use to get a reaction. It's something that happens naturally when you no longer feel the need to chase one. This is where the shift becomes internal. The man who chases is always reacting. He waits for signals, overthinks responses, adjusts himself to maintain attention. His focus is outward, constantly trying to hold on to something that feels like it could disappear at any moment. And because of that, he loses control without even realizing it. But the man who understands silence operates differently. He doesn't withdraw to manipulate. He steps back because he is already grounded. His attention is not something he hands out freely. It's something he directs with intention. And that alone changes how he moves, how he speaks, how he connects. You don't chase. You observe. You don't over-explain. You allow space. You don't react to every shift. You remain steady within your own frame. This isn't about pretending to be distant. It's about becoming someone who is not dependent on constant validation. Someone who is comfortable with silence, not threatened by it. Because when you reach that point, your behavior stops being strategic and starts being authentic. And that authenticity carries weight. It creates a presence that doesn't need to prove itself. You are no longer trying to be chosen. You are deciding what deserves your attention. That is the real power behind silence. Not what it does to her, but what it reveals about you. Now you can see the pattern clearly, not as scattered ideas, but as something structured and predictable. What once felt confusing starts to make sense when you strip it down to its core. Silence creates uncertainty. Uncertainty creates emotional tension. And emotional tension, when left unresolved, turns into obsession. This is not a trick. It's not a tactic designed to manipulate someone's feelings. It's a reflection of how the mind naturally works. When something is always available, it requires no effort to maintain. But when that same thing becomes uncertain, the mind shifts from passive to active. It starts seeking, questioning, trying to regain control. And that shift is where everything changes. Because obsession is not created through constant presence. It is created through interrupted patterns, unanswered questions, and emotional gaps that demand to be filled. The more predictable you are, the less impact you have. The more controlled your absence is, the more space you create for her to feel. So it was never about doing more. It was about knowing when to stop. When you understand this, you stop chasing outcomes. You stop forcing connections. You allow the natural dynamics of attraction to unfold without interference. And in that space, pursuit happens on its own. Not because you demanded it, but because the conditions for it were finally created. Most men will hear this, agree with it, and still go back to chasing the moment they feel uncertainty again. Not because they don't understand, but because they don't commit. And without commitment, nothing changes. So, this is where you decide who you are. Not later, not when it's convenient, but right now. You either stay the man who reacts, who overthinks, who gives away his attention without control, or you become the man who moves with intention, who understands his value and never chases what should come to him naturally. Make it real. Say it and mean it. I will never chase again. Not for her, not for anyone. Because the moment you live by that standard, everything shifts, and you become part of the rare few who truly understand.